Peace, love, light, and motherfucking darkness. We finna turn on right now. Hold on, what's going on? Hold on. Peace, love, light, and motherfucking darkness. Amen. Say, man.
What you see is what you get, I got no mask on. What I do it to help take your mask off. Sonic boom, when I open up, go blast off. I'm the truth that they thought they could get rid of.
Hold up.
I embody everybody that they killed off.
I swear.
Before man and woman, when we were just human.
Hold up.
Divinity from within was the religion.
Hold up.
To know what came before was the only intention. To reach ascension.
You got the question.
Everything you thought you knew, there's no exception. We cannot exist without human
put some of this on here.
connection. It's the closest we get to other dimensions. There's no rush. Seconds to minutes, all of it is a construct. If I could dream it is deeper than subconscious. I am the beacon for all who want to know us. Frequency beaming, you know I'm made of stardust. Oh, you know I'm made of stardust. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah.
Dawn Power Wash has 3
hold up. We finna get into it. I'm finna raid the motherfucking vibe to it right real quick. Hey man, say man. Smash that motherfucking like button. Share the motherfucking video 9 times. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. Let's go.
I said that I'm one of the greatest. I said I wanted to be famous.
I did.
I am not just a star in the making.
Hold up.
It is barriers that
I'm breaking the barriers.
A lot of people would rather be aimless. A lot of people keep doing the same shit. In my comments, they calling me
Satan. I'm already condemned. I'm
already
condemned.
Let the scavengers eat off my plate. Who I am is not up for debate. I don't just float, I skate. Why would I ever conform?
Why would I?
Presence is not of the norm. I know that they scared because they see a storm.
Hold up.
This is not my final form. I am a believer that I open so I can see clearer. Didn't I tell you that I am a god? I am the things that you think I am not.
Hold up.
I am a siren, the alarm ringing after the silence. And it's they them, and I slay them, and I slay them. I need those them that
do anything for clout.
Do anything for clout.
Bitches is mad.
Bitches is trash.
Smash that motherfucking like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Hold on. We finna run them vibes though. Y'all see, I can't believe the title. I can't believe y'all falling for the motherfucking fake alien invasion hoax. We're gonna update them on this cosmic world news. We're gonna update them.
I don't gotta say it.
We're gonna update them. Why you think Kim and them came out with this picture right here?
Hop into the spaceship. Let's go. Born in the tundra. Ice cold. If you think you know me, you don't. My mood change daily. Scorpio, I'm the next highlight. I'm real bold in the dark, I'm a nightlight. No ghost, real trippy, real scaly siren. Real hot, real flamey, cayenne. Make waves on the daily trident. And a bull, I'm a lamb, I'm silent. Tell the truth in the booth, no lying. Real high in the clouds, I'm flying. No gold in my mouth, just fire.
Third eye got me hearing louder.
I have been given a message, whatever you touch, you must bless it.
Let's get ready to start this shit.
Bless it.
Let's get ready to start this shit. Show you some shit that they been showing. Hold on, let me see if we're gonna start. I got so much shit that I never showed. Hold on, bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, I'm finna raid the motherfucking vibratory right. Hold up, we finna get into a couple of articles right quick. Hold on. We breaking motherfucking news. We live. Hold on. I'm gonna start right up. Hold on. We're gonna start the fuck right there. We're gonna start the fuck right there. Hold on, let me see what one I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play this one. We're gonna play this one right here. They always, the thumbnail I got, they always got to give you a little something. They got to tell you a little something before some shit actually go down. And that's what's the purpose. Welcome to the Cosmic News. Serious headquarters. Appreciate you for tuning in. The news don't get no motherfucking realer than this. The news don't get no motherfucking realer than this. We breaking motherfucking news. We breaking motherfucking news. Now let's pull up a couple articles, right? So we can just dive into the whole aspect of the whole Las Vegas debacle. Let's start right here. We're gonna start right here with this article right here from May 8th. We'll start with this article right here from May 8th.
The moon is pretty dead, meaning no atmosphere and no life. But now experts say it may actually have one of the hallmarks of a living world and an abundance of resources for future human missions in the form of tons and tons of H2O. We've known that there's water on the moon for a while. The only thing is we weren't sure exactly where all of it was or how to harvest it. But now researchers working with lunar samples brought back by the Chang'e 5 mission have made a discovery. They've found water inside tiny beads of lunar glass, meaning there could be billions of tons of water on the moon. The researchers say that each gram of glass could contain as much as 2,000 micrograms of water. When extrapolated to the moon's greater mass, that means there might be as much as 297.6 billion tons of water trapped in lunar particles. And if we could only find a way to process that lunar material on a large scale, we might not have to worry about water consumption quite as much when we eventually set up a moon base. But the researchers are looking beyond the moon, saying if this can be found there, it might also occur on other cosmic bodies.
We in water. We in water. We in water. We in water. They talking about going to fucking aliens and all of this shit, right? 18-foot sea monster emerged from the depths of the ocean and was caught. Now, the reason I put this article right here is because it's multiple. See, we thinking that they're having war. They're having inside war, but the war that they broadcast on mainstream news is fallacy. The war that they are actually having, the war is on the motherfucking people. The war is on the nations, and the war is at sea. These people are at war with beings that's in the sea that's unfathomable to even resonate, or these beings are astronomically beyond your human conception or perceiving. Let's move right along. Let's move right along. We finna get into the meat and the potatoes in a sec. Let's get it. Off the other hand, let's jump into Trump. Now Trump and Biden. Now, why is it that your higher up officials, your government, your CIA, your motherfucking FBI, your ATF, How is it that the pedophilia is rampant, right? The pedophilia, the human trafficking, the child trafficking, the organ harvesting, the drinking the blood, the eating children. How is it that we got all this evidence? We seeing the celebrities with the pedophilia, congressmen, your political advisories, all your celebrities. How is it? Or like The Rock with the $3 billion lawsuit. How is it that all of these people are getting away, even in your government? How is your government getting away with the crime? What to do, Reflection? How is it? I'm still waiting on you to send me that goddamn email, Reflection. How is it that all these people going about their days and over 800,000 children, 1,000,000 children go missing? We got all these people that we got the evidence, we got the receipts, we got the screenshots, we got all the evidence of these motherfuckers doing pedophilia, trafficking drugs, they fucking up the nature, they fucking with the weather, they fucking with the children of the so-called God's children. You feel me? Put it in the comment section right now, Reflection, and I'll screenshot it. I'll take a picture of it. How is it that these people are not on the news for being at Guantanamo Bay? How is not all these people like Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, all these motherfuckers have not been arrested? Bill Gates, all your higher up officials that's been using technology, the technological advances that they receiving, and all the crimes against humanity. Why these motherfuckers are not being charged, but they got Trump so-called being charged and Trump being indicted. But we can pull up the motherfucker that was one of the people that was doing the voice for Chucky, and him admitting on live news about pedophilia. We got Balenciaga, all the clothing brands, all the brands, everybody representing or putting out pedophilia, making it the new norm. You got people putting in laws in place for pedophilia. You got the rainbow community and the people behind them pushing their agenda for pedophilia. But everybody else is still acclimated, and on the low, y'all are promoting this shit. Y'all then basically gave the motherfucking people the opportunity to kidnap your kids and mutilate they private areas. Y'all done gave these motherfuckers the right to get kids under 5 without their parents' consent to get motherfucking mutilated. Giving them the right to motherfucking run away at under 5 if it's not about the 30 genders. If it's not about the 30 genders. But we put direct evidence out there of all the motherfuckers that's committing crimes. Even your motherfuckers that's into the whole election theory. These motherfuckers done rigged y'all elections, y'all so-called elections, in your face, and you motherfuckers ain't got a problem with it. But let me play this video real quick. Reflection, drop that email, man.
Penis. And were targeted. And
can y'all hear that?
These were targeted and specific subpoenas. And each was different based on the information we believed the banks possessed. Every one of those subpoenas returned valuable information that had been unreported and that contributed to this committee's understanding of how the Bidens conducted their businesses. The committee is concerned by the complicated, suspicious network of over 20 companies we have identified the Bidens and their associates used to enrich themselves.
That ain't the one I wanted to play, but I wanted to play the one that was goddamn definite of saying that these motherfuckers, not just motherfucking talking to China and all that shit. That cause we know these motherfuckers committed the biggest crimes against motherfucking humanity. But I just wanted to show you how they put y'all information out there on the low. You feel me? Fuck how the picture looking. They gonna try to describe you any way that they can. 300 300,000-year-old footprints reveal extinct humans went on a lakeside family outing among giant elephants and rhinos. And they mean giant. We talking about giants. This is another way of just covering up how long we have actually been here. Hold on, I'm gonna go to these articles before we get into the motherfucking video. Strange star system may hold first evidence of an ultra rare dark matter star. Let's read a little bit of this. Astronomers long thought that a peculiar star system observed by the European Space Agency's Gaia satellite was a simple case of a star orbiting a black hole, but now two astronomers are challenging that claim, finding that the evidence suggests something far stranger, possibly a never-before-seen type of star made of an invisible dark matter. Their research, which has yet to be peer-reviewed, was published April 18th. The system itself, it consists of a sun-like star and something else. The star weighs a little less than the sun, 0.93 solar mass, and has roughly the same chemical abundance as our star. Its mysterious companion is much more massive, around 11 solar masses. 11. The objects orbit each other at a distance of 1.4 astronomical units above the distance at which Mars orbits the sun, making a complete orbit every 188 days. But I just wanted to pull that title up right there. Strange star system may hold first evidence of an ultra rare dark matter star. Now let's keep going to how long. Let's go to here. Let's go to some shit that they might have cloned. Hold up. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Shut her down. They shut her down. My bad. Hold on. They shut her down. They shut my whole motherfucking. Hold on. Let me see my background. Gonna come back on now. There we go. Y'all, they just shut my whole goddamn what's the name there, y'all? Like, what the fuck with it? What the fuck with it? Hold on. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna go right here. Let me pull this up right here. Don't worry, we're gonna get into that Las Vegas shit, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna get into that shit. Hold on. Right here. Let's take a look at this fish right here, y'all. They said it's not just any fish, y'all. Hold on. I just wanted y'all to look at this fish right here. That's it. That's it. I just wanted y'all to take a goddamn look at that right there. Now, let's go right here. Let's go right here. Y'all let me know if y'all can't hear the video now. Dark plasma eruption. Hey, what? You see why they don't want this shit to be earth-based? You see why this? I'm talking about cannabis. This go on every day, all day. This go on every day, all day. Hold on, let me play this right here while we at. Let me play this right here while we at. Hold on, let me play this right here while we at. Hold on, when I talk about the sun, I'm gonna pull it every time. Hold on. Every time I talk about the sun, I'm gonna pull this video up right here, y'all. I'm gonna pull this track up right here. For better reference. For better motherfucking referencing. I'm gonna play this goddamn song right here. Hold on, bear with me. Master teacher, master student. DeMarco.
Damn, Obi.
Too much corona mass injections in the ozone layer. It's getting eradicated. They were like, Marco, go keep it playing. When I was pushing on P, they were like, nigga, you can't even be from the street. I did this shit to the T. I dotted some I's across a couple T's. They ain't even want B. Cause we gon' sit at the table, a nigga, we gon' feed her. They said I'm vibrating too low. Bitch, I'm straight. Dark plasma eruption. I'm elevated to the ground. I moved up to a couple pounds. I wanna see a nigga fall back down. Ooh, I'm a sin, I'm a nigga, I'm a win, no matter what I do. Elevated, very like nigga, no cap it, gone, keep it true. Feel like a bitch coop, set it off 22, no rule. I'ma pay the bitch off the blue. Record deal, oh, goddamn, how to let the freestyle get loose. I'm the innovator now, nigga, they ain't even got no charisma. Charismatic, that's why she want me up in, I'm always here, no.
Damn, Obi.
You already know they really wanna capture me. I'm straight from the 19 galaxy. Tell about the sexual alchemy. When she calls, she finna start manifesting. Hold up, they be stressing cause they say they got blessings. Kappa by Apple the way that we stepping. The realest nigga in this bitch, he ain't got a guess. Low vibrate motherfuckers gon' need the Holy Spirit for protection. Break it down in sections. You know we got some questions. Ain't nothing no regret. And they like spit that shit reflection. I dotted them I's across a couple T's. They ain't even want B. Cause we gon' sit at the table, little nigga, we gon' feed. They say I'm vibrating too low. Bitch, I'm straight from the street. A nigga need to raise it up, I guess. I'm elevated. Hold on, my motherfucking play. When it comes to underwater shit, when this water, well, a lot of water is where a lot of our ancient sites at. A lot of these motherfucking man-made lakes and ponds, even in your oceans, periods, it's gonna unravel and uncover civilizations that you can't fathom. You can't even begin to fathom. They're just like the whole question, right? The whole question, right? Okay. There's like I'll be debating, right, with somebody, right? And I'll be on Grand Theft or whatever, what have you. So when I put my title, right, of my squad, I put God is black. Okay, people get mad at that. They get offensive. They said they think that's offensive that I put God is black, the so-called God. You feel me? So they'll be upset in their motherfucking feelings. And I will be like, well, let's debate about it. You feel me? So I will be like, okay, what color is God? You know, a lot of motherfuckers is Christians and all, you know what I'm saying? They so religified. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them they ain't thinking logical. You feel me? They be confused if I be like, well then, what color is God then? And you can tell that they're bots or NPCs, non-playable characters, or they just mentally fucked up in the religion. And I'll be like, what color is God? You know, some people be like, well, God ain't got a color. Well, if we take into the account that y'all using God as a singular individual, y'all consider God to be the motherfucking alpha and the motherfucking omega, and we got different tone color of people. We got different motherfucking peoples, different species. So what color will God be then? If we got these different so-called races or these different so-called nationalities, enlighten me on your thought or your theses or your theory so I can, you know what I'm saying, jump in your lane and see where you coming from. But when you jump in the lane and be like, God as in he ain't got no goddamn color, then I be confused. Then how the fuck we get all these different type of motherfuckers if the motherfucker ain't got a color? I'm flabbergasted and appalled at that. Then you got some that gonna be like, well, God is white or God is Mexican. God is Asian. You know, they heavily in the whole singularity of God, the all creator, being a man. They infatuated with that. Dudes is infatuated, getting on their knees, praying to him, getting on their knees, praying to a motherfucker. Getting on, yeah, that's all I'm saying. But if then we get into the realization that these people actually think that us non-ether carbonated neuromelanated chaos luminous multi-dimensional beings wasn't here first. Well, goddamn it, if we wasn't here first, motherfucker, it wouldn't be nobody here. It wouldn't be nobody here. It wouldn't be nobody here. So if we, so I will be like, well, we the first motherfuckers here. How come God would your so-called God wouldn't be black? Because it doesn't fit your whole paradigm. It doesn't fit your whole script that was beat into your motherfucking head through the fake motherfucking educational system. Then you got those kind that would like to call us monkeys. Just because they'll take a motherfucker like Patrick Ewing or somebody and be like, well, the motherfucker look like a monkey. And don't have no motherfucking backup to even whatever that they're even talking about just because of mother. But when you get into the motherfucking genetics of the whole monkey rhesus, monkey positive blood, then it's a whole different motherfucking topic, or it's a whole different goddamn subject. Well, the identification that I put it as, or I put it in as, if y'all think we come from monkeys, then goddamn it, where you think you come from? What the fuck you think you come from if you think we come from monkeys and you don't come? You think you on the ass end species and the 1%? You think you got 1% RH positive and you think that don't count? When in actuality and in reality, we don't share no motherfucking animal DNA. We don't share no motherfucking animal DNA in our genetics, period. Period. We ain't got the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal in our genetics, the Sasquatch, the Bigfoot in our genetics. Period. Let me pull this picture up right quick. Hold on. Let me pull this picture up so we can get more acquainted. Hold on. Let me pull this motherfucking picture up so we can get motherfucking more acquainted. Hold on. Let me put this motherfucking picture up so we can get more motherfucking acquainted. Let me pull this motherfucking picture up so we can get more motherfucking acquainted. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull this up right here. This is off topic, kind of, but goddamn it, it's not off topic, goddamn it. Share the same motherfucking. I'm finna pull the video up. Y'all got the same thin lips. Y'all don't got hair. Y'all don't got hair. When we look at the whole Dragon Ball Z shit, that's that Dragon Ball Z hair. That's our shit. That's that non-etheric. That's that etheric hair. That's the hair that come from the ether. They come from the universe right there. See, we talking about whole genetic laboratory, gene splicing, cloning type shit going on. Y'all say y'all got the same thin lips as these motherfuckers. Y'all got the fur. Y'all got the fur. We know why all the motherfucking shampoo products in this bath and body work smell good, cologne and shit in the stores. We know why that shit in the stores now. Even though that shit give you cancer, all type of shit. We know why they got all that beauty smelling good product in the store for you motherfuckers. Because we know them pheromones get the kicking and we can smell who is unnatural to the motherfucking planet and who's organic to the motherfucking planet. You can tell by the smell of who shares the genetic makeup with 10 plus multiple animals. Now tell me I'm lying. Tell me, see us people, melanated beings, you know, we might smell like some good onions or some shit, be a little funkified. You know what funk smell like. You know, a little funkiness, a little mustiness. You feel me? But on the other hand, you got these other motherfuckers that smell just like wet dogs. This ain't no secret. This ain't no secret. We not gonna get past that, because when you ask these motherfuckers these questions, it's all hee ha ha kiki laughs and jokes. But I want to hear it come out your mouth why you smell like wet motherfucking dogs. Is it because the pig, the monkey, the lemur, the wolf, the dog, the cow, the pig, if I ain't already said it, is it not in your is it because it's in your genetics? Why our hair is much more different than y'all guys. We don't even have, y'all don't even have hair. What my boy said right here? Y'all got the apple bottom jeans with the boots with the fur. I'm just saying. I just want to know the motherfucking question. I just want some motherfucking answer. Let me pull this goddamn video up so we can. Hold up. Let's pull this video up right here. Let's pull this up. It's not our fault. Take it up with y'all God why they made y'all like that and why y'all not able to be in the sun like we is. Blame y'all God. Don't blame us. So we all couldn't have come from the same motherfucker. The same so-called God. We could not have the same so-called God. Look, everybody motherfucking know but your ass. Everybody know when it comes to information, it's a motherfucking secret society. It's a motherfucking secret society. Dragon Ball Z is about us. Dragon Ball Z. Hold on. It's about us. Y'all be seeing Goku now, but that's 9 ether out. That's 9 ether out. Hold on. That's 9 ether out. Damn near all the goddamn cartoons is about your ass, especially with the goddamn superhero or the powers. Look. Y'all ain't seeing it, but this Channel 8 News now, Las Vegas says Las Vegas alien 911 call, not hoax. Sources say. So what happened? I told you we finna get into that. We leading up to that shit. What I finna type in? God damn it, what I finna type in? Hold on, I'm gonna play this video right here, but I had something else that I wanted to type in real quick. What the fuck was I finna type in? Hold on. What the fuck was I finna type in? God damn it. What the fuck was I finna type in? Hold on. We just gonna play the video.
Yeah, I remember you did an interview recently said about black people and
racist. And when we get to speaking like about genetics, why all of a sudden we racist? When we pull the shit up about them living in the goddamn caves, eating each other, sleeping, fucking the animals and shit, the male and the female. We get to speaking about genetics, asking where y'all come from, get to talking about how y'all can't take the sun. You getting melanoma and photodermatitis, the sun in your ass up as the goddamn ozone layer and the magnetic field open the fuck up. Mother Nature killing your ass. You not being able to reproduce with your own kind. You can't really reproduce unless you come get one of. How all of a sudden we racist when we bringing out the real, you know what I'm saying? When we bringing out the real. Not the mainstream bullshit that we was taught in school and it was indoctrinated in. Hold on. Right. If I ain't show y'all what the fuck Mother Nature doing, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right if I don't show y'all what I got to show y'all what Mother Nature doing, man. I got to before we get into that. Before we get into that Las Vegas shit, let me pull Mother Nature up. Let's pull Mother Nature up. Hold on. Bear with me. Hold on. Let's pull the vibes up. Hold on. Before we get into that Las Vegas shit, hold on. Bear with me. I got to show you. That's the distraction. Hold on. Play that right. Hold on. And then pull up. Oh, shit. Let me pull it up. God damn it. Pull this up. Let's go. We finna get into it. Bear with me, y'all. Holla. Holla, holla. Holla.
Hey, V, line them up.
Y'all like serious, this shit serious. I'ma do this shit big. I don't give a fuck what they talking about Marco. Go ahead and break down this little physical. Word that we here been good. Every time I beat the beat, we gon' need a little cardiac synergy. They ain't gon' really break down none of the energy. It's a hologram. You see me now. I don't really think they get that. I done brush shit down. I ain't talking Kit Kat. I would know it's astronomical in the astrology shit. They ain't with that. Let me get off of that. I don't want to talk that. Want me to talk about a couple bowls. Looking like a quarter key. When I step to the spot, I done fucked around and brought them all. Worry about the hoes of the currency. You don't even know the current of the sea. I be surrounded by so many ancestors, nigga. How you really gon' fuck with me? They like you a street nigga. How you know alchemy? Stand up, nigga. Make 'em sit down like you an Applebee's. Y'all let the black woman out, that's calamity. Not knowing she the grand universal deity. Ain't gon' like, can't fuck with a picture of me. Little rumors in the street, but ain't even care to speak. In enlightenment and hope a nigga don't take it sweet. Feeding that over here sweet. Y'all ain't ready for that right though. Y'all ain't ready for that right though. Hold on, y'all ain't ready for that right though. What this is right here? I don't even know what this is. I can't click it. Alright, let's see what this is. They won't let me click. Okay, let me click that one. Hold on, let's see what this one is. Let me see what this one is. Oh yeah, that one fucked up right here. Ah, that fucked up right here, y'all. Hit the fucked up. Hit the fucked up. I'm bad about to know it. Hit the fucked up. What the verse that? Master teacher. Culture made it head, boy. Master student. Hey, this shit was gonna be too hard. I fucked it up. I ain't saving right, y'all. Hello. Too much delivery. She hit me up to lay her down like the tapestry. She say I'm intellectual, touch her anatomy. Gracefully, she was like, I be defying gravity. That's infinity. She said I'm another entity. I went above the level, they said it's conspiracy. They kept it on the internet, ain't no timid in me. What you mean, look, boy, I swear I got too much accuracy. Ain't no battle rapper, what the fuck I look like, Cassidy? What can I remember that bitch? I fuck that on y'all. Master teacher. Culture made it head, boy. Master student. Hello. 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 Too much delivery. She hit me up to lay her down like a tapestry. She say I'm intellectual, touch her anatomy. Gracefully, she was like, I be defying gravity. That's infinity. She said I'm another entity. I went above the level, they said it's conspiracy. They kept it on the internet, but ain't no timid in me. What you mean, look, boy, I swear I got too much accuracy. Ain't no battle rapper, what the fuck I look like, Cassidy? And then on the third, I went out the round. Broke down the dog matter, said I'm Satan, I scared them. What they doing with it, nigga? You know I can't starve it, but they all controlled by political parties. Ultimately, I got to go ahead and kill the track. This a great recession, nigga. You ain't understanding that? Yeah, the economic is all collapsing. I'ma need a state. I ain't even really acting. I ain't even in the action, but I'm active in this passion high. Went through this motherfucker, and I was never lacking. Mother Earth gonna be the aviator, little nigga. Not check the astronomy. They were like, little nigga, you 2 and 2, and you ain't talking astrology. Don't bother me. They were kept me on internet, don't collide with me. I'm no symbology. I ran a 15 rat, now them niggas around with me. I ain't know it came back here like that. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. I'm just saying breaking news now. Breaking news. I got all the news now. I got all the goddamn news now. Just run the vibes up right quick before I talk my shit. Hold up. Hold up. Master teacher, master student, Drew Marco. Hold up. Baby, hit like anthem. I already know these niggas be mad at me. These niggas can't cash me. Why? They know I'm from the 19 galaxy. They wanna come after me. She want me to hit her passionately. I got her back like a chiropractor. Baby, I got too much accuracy. Baby, hit like an anthem. I already know these niggas be mad at me. These niggas can't cash me. They know I'm from the 19 galaxy. They wanna come after me. She want me to hit her passionately. I got her back like a chiropractor. Baby, I got too much accuracy. Baby, this a dogmatic entity. They be talking knowing damn what they mean to me. You ain't see the shit going on in the Philippines. Jury, I'm looking like Miss T. I stare like they all on creatine. Whole world on my shoulder, all need to keep it. I done broke the shit down. Everybody talking that real crazy shit. They ain't got no dignity, believe me. They ain't intellectual as they said they years. You ain't see the shit was crashing. Hold up. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Spiritual jury on me looking like Mr. T. Shit. Oh, let me play that right here. So what? I played that. What this is? Oh, I forgot what this is right here. We're gonna play this here. We're gonna play this. Math teacher. Math student. Boy, I'm vibing too high right now. Can't fuck up the moon. Can't fuck it all. I don't know them niggas, but they ain't gonna run up on it, dude. I don't know what they saying. They didn't want them light rays. Man, I'm blind to these niggas. I'm seeing it in their face. Been shining too damn long. Had to just stand in the shade. But one thing they said, they gon' say it in my face. We know how they talk, but don't take it personal. Cause they want me to slide. They gon' rehearse it, bro. Fuck what they saying or what they talking about. We'll do this shit. I'll vibrate too high. We gon' raise this shit. Let me talk about it. I was running up bands and shit. No serving, no hand to hand. I swear I run up them bands again. I'm talking about 15 in that bitch. I'm on bed 20. When I was prophesying shit, I was gonna get a bitch. But fucking riches one shit. We was talking digits. You was dead fresh and low, but we gon' need forensics. Bitch, I know chemistry. Check the pie. I'm talking about Pyrex. I swear I'm straight from the block. Play with a hoop tie. I don't cover shots. He supposed to be talking spiritual. Bitch, today I'm fed ain't high. This ain't NBA, I'ma do the bitch in one take. I'ma sing like YBM, but I'ma pull it out the drain. I think I had them initials wrong, but it's all good. I'm smoking shit. I had they make, I run it up in the hood. Fuck it, we don't keep it like that, cause that's how it goes. I couldn't say that shit, you know how I play it for. And they gon' say whatever, nigga, you know how it goes. They gon' say he broke the mold, these niggas already broke the code. And they ain't gotta explain, they just gon' high roll. And we can talk about these niggas folks did and how they fall in 2004, but I ain't trying to explode. This bitch will be like dead nation when this thing fold. I'm talking Chris Tucker. That was it? Oh. I ain't gonna be late. Come on. What we got? Ooh, that's
That's beautiful. That's nice. What's that? That's C4? That's C4. Shit. What's the problem? Ain't no problem, man. I've been looking everywhere for this shit, man. I ain't had to find some C4. You don't know how you make me feel, man. The Iraqis can't even get this shit, man. What did you do?
Iraqis can't even get this shit, man. Hold on. I'm gonna throw another one on. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, we're gonna let Mother Nature play for a couple more minutes. We'll let Mother Nature play for a couple more minutes now. Goddamn, she got down, been getting ignored. She been goddamn getting ignored. So I'm gonna tell you what the fuck she doing. I hope this ain't what I just played. Nope. Hold on. Nope, I'm gonna play that one. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. We broadcasting live. Broadcasting live, goddamn it. Broadcast live from the motherfucking dark side. Hold on. What is it right here? Okay, that's what I had clicked. I'm gonna click that one right there then. Click that one right there then. Crazy. Master teacher. Master
Hey, V,
student.
line them up.
DeMarco. Hold up. That was like you talking to dog like serious again. Damn right. We don't really want to hear that shit again, man. I don't know. But they never see me serve hand in hand. Why they mad? Cause they see me getting them dividends. They gon' say he in. But I feel when you going in this physical. I can tell you all the time that this shit literal. Nah, you don't really want to see a nigga lyrical. All this shit falling down. It's biblical. In proportion, he was cautious. She say when she hit me up all night, I get her the voice. Hold up. Ain't no choices. We gotta destroy it. This shit enlightenment, so they gonna enjoy it. They gonna absorb it. You know how they gonna resonate. How the circle going around just like a figure. Hey, don't play. Hold up. They left their man astray. You say you in the facility, but never administrate. Hey, guess they just all in the way. What the fucking motherfucker nigga procrastinate? Lord, I started breaking down the anatomy. They call me sad. I just feel the fucking grave. I'm on another level. They gon' talk some devils. Well, to me, all that money, change them to the devil. Alright. Okay, I need a motherfucking prowling. I don't know. I think they try to steal growling. They wild. They fresh. They didn't need a style. Guess what? I'm higher than a fucking hold up. Get a little bit of critical. How they telling me that they don't want me at my pinnacle? I done served the miracle, but this ain't what he teach. But you you get on your knees. It's weird. Jesus, I'm weak. Let me breathe. And you all over. That's weird. She the deity of the fucking universe. And the universe be in my yellow words. On the self creation, we talk detonate. That's what we do. Cause you don't know it's a holographic matrix. Simulation, incubators. Cause I left them in the motherfucking baby stages. I'm sorry, son. I supposed to be getting spiritual. Track this bitch too hard. I could have kept it lyrical. Hold up. They ain't want to see me with all them bows. Trying to get a little dough for my kids, just to get them a little clothes. Won't worry about the show. Nigga try to stand on my toe, but they said I got in the fucking streets and I broke the code. Man, he broke the mold. To me, they was hoes. A nigga ain't gonna touch me. I'm just letting them know. Case closed. Ain't nothing to expose. Check my aura. Murder, he rose. Swear. Man, nobody going to. Ain't nobody batting average fucking with mine on these tracks, man. Ain't nobody batting. These all freestyles. All freestyles. One takes and shit. One take off the mental. Off the mental. Hold on, we're going to another parallel. Hold up. I see that. I'm finna hold on. I'm finna skip there. Hold on. We're gonna go to another parallel like it was in New York. Multiple objects in the goddamn sky. We leaving the realm. We leaving the motherfucking dimension. Hold on. Going through gateways and portals and shit. Goddamn gateways and portals and shit. Swear. Just being honest. No count. Hello. I keep an eye out for the numbers. I say in contest synchronization. You ain't never met an entity with what divinity. So stop the debate. Let me go ahead and get into this. Just so you remember this. 9 to the 9 power 9 is the high number in the universe. So I'm telling you, carbonated being they hate you because you infinite. 2 chain different. So there's gonna be some higher learning. We learn that we can change our shape of avatar and then shit. We become more eternal. I'm talking immortal, you dig? Watch how the ancestors come and you evolve the swarm. Shit, if it can't help, express what we wrong, but we hear the information. Don't be alarmed. Instead of be calm, you do a little research on melanin. Getting deep into it, they gon' try to keep telling it. People been using our body for their recipe. They got niggas in the melatonin, but you telling me you call yourself a god, man? That's blasphemy. If you don't know the Spartan family, then don't debate with me. If the black woman ain't God, then lunacy. I need to be waking up. That's a threat to democracy. Hold up. Houston, we got a problem. Isaiah 45, I will give you the treasures of dark. Is it really esoteric, meaning your melanin carbon? Why you talking this metaphysical shit? I heard your reputation is torn. I beg your pardon, allegation. I've been living my best life, pussy nigga under no stipulations. Big goddamn rap ain't too high running no currency and they start to hate. It ain't my fault the universe keep giving me my manifestation. Breaking down Gnostic scriptures, they calling me Satan. Get it forsaken. Going in. Fire and brimstone. We attacking your jealous God. Your God said don't put no other God above him. I am above thee. We are above thee. We are above thou. We part of the goddamn primordial before what you know as creation. Some get stuck in the physical. I know it's pitiful. Two divine, intertwined, invisible dark matter, so it's spiritual. Whether it's pitiful, well, I meant pivotal. I'm running that back. Swear. I'm running it bite. Just being honest. Running it big black. No count. Hold up. I keep an eye out for the numbers. I say in contest synchronization. You ain't never met an entity with that divinity. So stop the debating. Let me go ahead and get into this. Just so you remember this. 9 to the 9 power 9 is the high number in the universe. So I'm telling you, carbonated being they hate you because you infinite. 2 chain different. We get metaphysical, so there's gonna be some higher learning. We learn that we can change our shape of avatar. Then shit, we become more eternal. I'm talking immortal, you dig? Watch how the ancestors come and UFOs and swarm. Express what we call, but we hear the information. Don't be alarmed. They say to be calm. You do a little research on melanin. They gon' try to give you felonies. People been using our body for their recipes. What you telling me? You call yourself a god, man? That's blasphemy. If you don't know the Spartan family, then don't debate with me. If the black woman ain't God, then the lunacy. Now I need to be waking up. That's a threat to democracy. Hold up. Houston, we got a problem. Isaiah 45, I will give you the treasures of dark. Is it really esoteric, meaning your melanin carbon? Are you talking this metaphysical shit? I heard your reputation is torn. I beg your pardon, don't fuck around with them allegations. I've been living my best life, pussy nigga under no stipulations. If you had that rap ain't too high running no currency and they start to hate. It ain't my fault the universe keep giving me my manifestation. Breaking down Gnostic scriptures, they calling me Satan. God damn it, you gonna see it. You gonna see it. Hold on. Let me play my other shit. We're gonna get straight into Las Vegas. We'll get straight into Las Vegas after this. Hold on, bear with me. What I said it was October. Hold on, bear with me. Don't play. Don't play. Yeah. They want to go toe-to-toe with a nigga, but shit, we don't really give a fuck. Fuck you mean, little nigga, you ain't really want to fight this shit. I'm gonna get some talk. They was like, you got down to your root. Hold up. Boy, you already low. Let me bring this shit to the maximum so you already know how it go. They want to see them UFO. You look in the side, you see them close. Look in the sky, you knowing that it's in the skies when I go. Trip this shit here cold. Need to put me off and go. They were like, you got up in the streets and we just heard you fall. What you mean? Couldn't walk a fucking mile off in my shoe. Let on stealth. Tell me if it's beat, little nigga, you know what it do. We'll slide. We ain't pulling up, little nigga, ain't quiet. We ain't airing nothing out until somebody sitting outside. Yeah, they say they wanna pull up, got them prices on my head. Big 30 like I'm big 30, plus I'm never scared. Well prepared, but the shit was in the past and I don't dwell. It really got sticky, it got deeper than the well. This is cosmic energy and they got people under a spell. I said MK Ultra probably was the best to go to hell. Hold up, nigga, too many metro tunes we done. Look at this land man. Niggas talking like they born in blood. I swear I wish you did. I mean, I wish a nigga would. And I drop a dog down. We ain't playing the motherfucking game. They say it ain't fair. They say why you bringing down stupid to these niggas. Hold up. Until somebody sitting outside. Yeah, they say they look all that. Got them prices on my head. Big 30 like I'm big 30, plus I'm never scared. Well prepared, but this shit was in the past and I don't dwell. It really got sticky, it got deeper than the well. This is cosmic energy and they got people under a spell. I said MK Ultra probably was the best to go to hell. Hold up, nigga, too many metro tunes, we don't need nigga scale. Niggas talking like they born in blood, I swear I wish you did. I mean, I wish a nigga would, and I drop a dog down. We ain't playing the motherfucking game. They say it ain't fair. They say why you bringing down stupid. Now we're gonna go right here. That bitch up, man. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna go on style right here. I'm gonna play that third though. I'm gonna play that third right here. Nope. No energy. Currency. Bang. Yeah. They too petty. Hold up. Hold up. It's like I took me a flight of steps. Stay on the shit. Wouldn't even understand. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up, nigga, what I do in the shit? You with your baby mama, it ain't new to me. You already know how I am, little nigga, when it comes to me. I'ma tell about justice. I was all on the block that thugging. You gonna have to call up a couple judges. When I fly the Drake, go and get the busting. They were like, he was on the block hustling. Yeah, yo, mama was a customer. Hold up, nigga, don't struggle us. You already know they gon' fuck with us. I had to get this shit from an interest. Had to fuck with them from a distance. They wanna change to the pigment. I speak the boy, they don't wanna listen. Hold up. Like, nigga, why you talking about slaves? Why you talking about all sharecroppers? Why you ain't talking about a lot of truth? Why you ain't talking about a teleprompter? Why you talking about the motherfucking covenant bit? I ain't even looking forward. Falling on the edge, don't even know the score. Real, this shit be sweating. Now my pause. I ain't with all the litigation. Interrogation
Investigation. What the niggas talk about, you know what it is. I ain't going for debate. Yeah, I got issues. We'll trapped on the block with the pistols. Probably look a nigga know with a tissue. Hold up, I'm calling it the igloo. I fucked that bitch and I don't miss you.
Online.
And I never ever kiss you.
Online.
Hold up, what the fuck am I going to? When I see myself out the cool. And I miss my mama to death. She like, nigga, I ain't going nowhere. I'm with you spiritually. They can't fuck with me physically. She fuck with me because I get her wet mentally. It ain't really sexually. We got too much chemistry. I move the atoms, alchemy. Hold up, roll up the gas, I'm feeling good. They mad cause I'm coming from the hood. They saying that nigga up to no good. They be talking on social media,
But I wish you would.
Coming to do for the greatness. They said I was destined for greatness. Come through, nigga, just persuading. We get the shine, escaping. We all on the mission. Telling me about my journey. I couldn't
Take her to Tiffany's. You already know my earnings.
do this shit get biblical. I said this shit astronomical. Ain't no philosopher. But you already know about the comic code. Step on the scene too clean. No couple of y'all that got them vaccines. Damn, they gon' say that they don't too mean. You don't really even know my regime. We ain't gotta talk about a dynasty. Cause they don't really wanna elaborate it. They say that the sun vacant. Tell little motherfucker to quit the hating. They trying to control nature. You don't even worry about a savior. Well, you took that vaccine anyway and
You said you had a savior.
all too hard with the Lakers. Get the fight like Indiana Pacers. I'm cold like a motherfucking glacier. I keep a real naughty motherfucking hater. Yeah.
Man, let me debunk this shit right here. Let me debunk this shit.
Good night, God family. Have I ever told you how much I love y'all? All of us freaks alike. Today is our day.
Let me debunk this.
And those of you suspecting that the Las Vegas incident was false, once again, more footage was just released. And of course, you've noticed this creature behind me.
I'm finna debunk this.
Well, this is alleged to be the extraterrestrial that came out of the craft that crashed in the gentleman's backyard. And don't worry, this is just a picture.
He said extraterrestrial landed in the backyard, but he titled it Las Vegas Alien.
We have genuine footage coming right up. Now, as it's playing, I want you to notice its movement, the way it looks. It even has a small tail. It's obviously humanoid in nature, but far from human. This thing is one of the weirdest, most amazing. No way that's a person in a costume. No way. There's no way that it's anything but, to me, authentic. Now, of course, disclaimer, for entertainment purposes only, may or may not be true. I only provide the information and let y'all decide.
God. Supernatural in the loop.
Fake. This is amazing footage. But I'm done babbling. I'm going to get it rolling here for you guys. I'm sure you're getting impatient. Check this shit out.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow so you can stay in the loop when it comes to events like this one. This is your channel for the odd, supernatural, and out of this world content. Enjoy.
Are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes.
Okay.
Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100%. They're not human.
Happened to me. Keep in mind, this is midnight, and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother, and I hear something fall from the sky.
Wild, right? Did you see its tail, y'all? Did you see its tail? Has 3 fingers, looks like. It's got a very distinct bridge nose. It easily could be, when standing straight up, 8 to 10 feet tall. It's a very long, lanky creature. And if you look closely, I think it looks to me like it has hair.
Natural and out of this world.
Getting impatient. Check this shit out.
I'm finna debunk that. What that?
Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow
Pay attention.
so you can stay in the loop when it comes to events like this one. This is your channel for the odd, supernatural, and out of this world content. Enjoy.
Are in your backyard? Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes. Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're tiny eyes and.
You mean to tell me this extraterrestrial? This is an extraterrestrial, advanced motherfucking being. This motherfucker ain't stood up one time in the little footage that we got. The motherfucker didn't stand up one. You mean the mean that this motherfucker out here, this extraterrestrial is primitive. This motherfucking extraterrestrial here is primitive. One, it's a motherfucker in the costume. B, it's some shit they done created in the laboratory. 3, it's computer generated. You mean to tell me out of all the motherfucking extraterrestrials I seen walking upright, you mean to tell me this motherfucker crashed out of an advanced ship to walk around and eat some motherfucking hay? This motherfucker did just jumped out some goddamn shit from light years away, very technologically past us, our fathomability. I just came up with that word, my fathomability. To get off of motherfucking, the motherfucker out there like a dog. The motherfucker out there like a dog. Motherfucker ribs showing. Motherfucker ain't been eating. I get that why that motherfucker down there eating some hay. The motherfucker flew goddamn 1 trillion billion years into the dome to come from wherever the fuck it came from. But the motherfucker had to come here and the motherfucker hungry. Motherfucker real showing, oh damn, we gonna land right here, goddamn. This the perfect motherfucking hay right here. Goddamn, this the perfect grass, this the perfect soil, this the perfect settlement right here. The nigga looked on his GPS and said, hey, stop the motherfucker right here. Let me get out. This the grass that we've been searching the whole motherfucking unknown galaxy for. This the grass right here. These the bushes. These the shrubbery that we've been looking for this whole goddamn time. The whole goddamn time. And hold on. Let me show you how I know it's goddamn bullshit. Let me show you how I know it's bullshit. Wrong shit. Let me show you how I know it's bullshit. Let me tell you why. Cause them motherfuckers don't get off that bit like that right here. Hold on. Hold on. If they don't get out no shit, but and if you don't catch them motherfuckers on video, like how these motherfuckers here explain.
Star system, and they would cause confusion, mental confusion among the Draco, which is a major feat because they are African.
Sure.
Yes, I'll describe them a little bit. Anywhere from 6.5 to 8 feet tall, and some have been described as taller, and look African. Their eyes are just a little bit bigger, and some of them have been described with caramel colored hair, but all of the ones that I had seen, it was short hair, and they were very tall and skinny, and they interact with a lot of shamans here on our planet, or also spiritual types of people. They'll interact with, like, when someone's having a really hard time, they may have a weird dream to where this tall African-looking person, and like feathers on the head, things around the wrist with long wispy grass, dancing these real wild dances to where, like, they're doing like this weird figure eight, and they're stomping of feet and clapping of hands, and all this really, but it's really a crazy dance. But something happens energetically, emotionally. They're able to, if someone has entity attachments, which was a situation I ran into, they're able to remove them by just doing this dance. They don't say a word, and they have the ability to, when people are having a hard time spiritually, emotionally, they're able to do that dance, and people wake up and they feel refreshed, and they're able to go about the mission that they were stumbling in.
I had heard before about a race of from the black mantids, that these hybrids, that the brothers, they have a extra joint here and in the leg, and maybe their neck is slightly different and have the triangles, and that they actually, their way of saying hello upon first meeting them is some type of a fluid dance that is very hard for humans to mimic. And that's just, so maybe I wonder if there's a connection there.
I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. But the fact, I don't know if anyone in your audience has had a dream like this, but after I started talking about this publicly, which I've been talking about it for a couple of years now, it just really hasn't gotten out there. Because I don't think people, if you hear about a human type alien, people want to hear about a 8 foot tall, blue eye, blonde hair, and angel, kind of being, to go along with their belief system. That, I think, one of the biggest issues. I was shown that there's going to be some sort of solar
You get the goddamn picture. The motherfucker didn't look like that picture I get just goddamn shown. Throw that shit away.
Maybe, I don't know, but you see the angel and the bush and the two rocks and the star that says here.
So you was like, why didn't he release more footage? Why didn't he show that dude who seen the alien demon basically now unleashed another video, and it's gonna knock the chicken feet off your biscuits?
Welcome to my channel. This is my first video. I'm here to tell you what happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I'm gonna try to explain the best of my abilities. This is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not making this story out for clout or fame. I just want to tell you what happened to me and my family.
Let's kick back and watch what he says.
It was sort of like a shockwave, like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, It was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. Thousands of footsteps around me, and maybe a couple of seconds later, the blurriness was gone. And here's the footage of the. Here's a Ring camera video. You can hear the bang. This is around the neighborhood. So here's the video.
Government. And I know a lot of you are gonna say, "Oh, come on, it's fake. It's totally fake." I know it's like so much of that going on right now, but however, I still believe it's 100% real from the body language, from what it describes, from ex-military people having the same encounters, the paralyzation and civilization. It's the government. That's why you gotta protect yourself spiritually when these things attack.
So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad. He went to the backyard, probably around 8.
Yourself spiritually when these things attack.
So when that.
Come on now. Come on now. Look at the nigga. Look what the nigga chose to wear, man. Look what the nigga chose to wear. Look what he told to put on, y'all. The most predictive programming show ever. He decided to put the motherfucking Simpson pullover on with the Masonic checker backboard on. Come on now. It's scripted. It's scripted. They got to do something. The poor you motherfucking the masses and the religious people closer.
That happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad. He went to the backyard and he saw the same thing, the same creature I saw. He told me to go inside the house. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family. And here's the video where we were in the backyard area. You cannot see it too good, but on camera, but it's there.
Wait a minute, hold the gravy on your biscuit. Let's go back to that part and see something.
¡Ay! Permisar! Calmungarela, me canceles bar eso. Kylo, Cherro, que chile. Kylo, Cherro.
Moments after the video, me and my brother went to go pick up my tools. Then my brother calls me, and he told me shakingly, "Look behind the forklift." So I look. Keep in mind, I'm facing the forklift, and then I see the alien creature. He was a gray greenish color, and when I looked at it, keep in mind, I'm staring at him, and I look at his whole body, and he has a weird looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. And I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving. He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again. And I start running towards the house. That's when I call 911, and here's the 911 call.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where? And one of the officers pointed at the floor, and it was a perfect circle. Here's a photo of the circle I'm referring to. Keep in mind, 2 officers came in my house, and one of them started running to his car, driving around the neighborhood, asking passing cars if they saw a light.
What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything? Don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So they left, and we went inside the house, and we started praying. As we're praying, you could hear a loud human-like scream in the backyard.
And I know you're expecting footage of that scream, but he unfortunately didn't put that in the video, and that sucks.
It happened to me on May 1st, 2023. I hope you guys kind of understand what happened to me. I know it's hard to believe, but I saw what I saw, and it's kind of going viral. That's why I'm here to explain the story. I did an interview with journalist Doc Papa.
So do you still after that believe this is a government? Also, I do agree that it was here was because this didn't get out.
My brother, and we moved this car, and then out of nowhere we just see something. We heard a noise, but as the noise was coming down, you could see a big light reflecting it, and when it fall down, you could feel a big impact. And when the impact fall, you couldn't see nothing. It was all blurry, but the vision I saw was blurry. You couldn't see nothing in the backyard, and then the only thing you could see is footsteps, and it was all blurry footsteps. That was it. That was a very scary experience. You couldn't, like, how can I say this? Like, your soul was out of your body. You couldn't really talk too much, and from there, I called my mom. My dad came outside, and we saw something walking. And then we walked in the backyard, and we see a creature.
What the comment said, do you honestly think the government will allow this to circulate if they didn't have control of the narrative?
We see a creature peeking, and it was a very big creature, maybe like a silver color or green color. It was you can see it's naked, it's shiny, big eyes, big head, the very long legs, skinny body stretched out, and it just looked at us. And when we looked at it, we got scared, and we ran back to the backyard where we were fixing the car. And then we were fixing the car, and me and my brother, we saw it again standing up, looking at us, and it was kind of close to me. And I saw it, and then when you look at it, you get stuck in your head, and your legs get very heavy.
Right.
And I don't know, it's like kind of like a sleep paralysis. You can move, and you just look in the eyes, and then you get stuck in it, and then you can hear it breathing. What I was thinking when it fell down, I think it hurt himself because he was breathing very loud, and his leg was kind of like bent, like a broken leg, if that makes sense.
You say when it was walking, the legs appear to be bent?
No, when I saw it like standing up on his two legs, the legs were like bent.
Listen, I'm not begging to watch next.
Scripted. Oh, I ain't trying to do that. Let's see what they're saying. Hold on, let me pull this up for y'all, man. Let me pull this shit up for y'all, man. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up right here, man. After goddamn being broadcasted on the goddamn news. After being broadcast, you know, motherfuckers say they done went missing. All that. Let me play this shit.
It almost looks like it's a dense, shadowy figure comes into frame. If you're looking right, at the 3 fence posts, it even made me realize this was about this down. my two friends who will watch this to take a look down, pay attention to two areas. We're going to look down here on the bottom right behind their fence and right up there. But we're going to first start down here because I found something crazy.
Spots I wasn't even focused on holding more mysteries.
This video. And I'm going to point out two things you need to pay attention to right here, which is the head. And if you look really close, and what you will see in about a minute is a hand. That I believe is some creature, non-human, crouching down. And that was its eye I just pointed at. And I want you to pay attention to what appear to be fingers running up the fence, as if it's kneeling down or something and peering out. And then there you go, see the fingers. And I think I go back and forth a couple times here, but it looks to me like there's a little other or a big creature looking through the fence on the bottom there, crouched down. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you tell me. And then there's his fingers going right up and down, up and down. Just looks like almost a human hand. Here I show you the. So what's really behind a fence and made me realize this figure, it almost looks like it's a dense, shadowy figure comes into frame. If you're looking right, if at the three.
And they're not human. They're 100% they're not human. Peaceful person beside it, and another one's beside it, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
A circular impression.
Now here's an update from the witness himself.
Today's June 12th. I'm outside my house with my family. You can see people are saying that we disappeared, the news stations. You know, what I learned these couple days, that everything on TV is fake, and especially the news channels. They'll say fake stuff, and it's not true. You know, I already said what I had to say. If you want to believe it, believe it. I don't care no more. I just want to, you guys understand, because of you guys, I have depression. I have anxiety attacks. And I just want to be normal again. I don't feel okay, guys. And just move on, guys. Forget about it. And
Okay. I'm gonna run that part back right here. Different types of niggas. play that.
What's going on? You need to listen.
Chopper 6. The collapse looks like a crater on the interstate. On the right, you're looking at video from earlier this morning. That is the fire from a tanker truck underneath the on-ramp, which appears to have caused the collapse. This is causing a major highway headache right before the return to work on Monday for so many people who rely on I-95.
Learned is that 95 is going to be inoperable for a very long time.
So what you need to know about that is this going to have issues with shipping supply. This could be another agenda they're pushing. You need to tell your family, your friends, everybody along that area that, hey, let's go ahead and get prepped up with food. Let's get to these states that literally are being put out as the predictive programming come out, because they're now getting more funding for these operations. And that's why they're pushing this false
They need
invasion
money,
tactic.
man. They need
But check
money.
this video out before we get into everything else. So what do you think they're planning to do with that? A, use it for the faking about he got aliens in his yard, which is a demon. The U.S. states most likely to survive an alien invasion. Look on there. And they're ranking them right there. And you can see where they say who will survive and who won't survive. And you might be looking at this map like, what the heck is going on here? So let's check it out here. You look down into it and they go in detail and say that the otherworldly research comes from New Jersey Casino, which examined a series of factors, including population density, number of UFO sightings, landscape, caves, forests, bodies of water, and defense per capita. And they also said New York would be fine because they have this large. So going into New York, which is ranked 4th, isn't quite ready for close encounters data show. Okay, isn't quite ready. New York will be able to vanquish the invaders because of its high number of cops per capita. Empire State's 2,600 food beverage manufacturers will help New Yorkers alive as they hunker down, keep alive. The study suggests. So they're literally releasing these studies about how
Report that the family
kind of lining up really well about the guy who's let's play this clip.
I'm a little disconcerted with the report that the family said police came a couple days later and did this whole investigation, and the Metro Vegas police have said, no, we didn't. Can you tell me if you've investigated or reported on or witnessed any other incidents of these strange, X-Files like incidents where people are...
This map is saying certain states are not survivable. And they have this report out talking about an exoskeleton race. And that's because they've been using this to further an agenda. They actually show this exact same type of suit in a Netflix series, The Extinction, where this is a predictive program. Can't even say a pre-predictive programming. Can't even talk. But the pre-predictive program. Radiation, man. Radiation causing people to go extinct. Plus, they government dressing up in these goddamn suits, kidnapping your ass. Government dressing up in goddamn suits, kidnapping your ass. Then you got shit like this. Let's play that right here.
Thousands of scientists are continuously trying to find clues of intelligent life forms across the vastness of the universe. But now, a new study says that the aliens could be sending us signals from the center of our very own Milky Way galaxy. We leave you with this report as we call it a wrap. Thanks for staying with us. You're watching Beyond World is One. Stay tuned.
The question of whether we are alone in the universe has captivated human curiosity for centuries. As we look up to the vast night sky, some of us often wonder, are there other intelligent life forms?
I'm gonna show you shit that they don't show.
And I remember there was a movie. It was some type of a life form, some type of a species that was in the sky, and I did a YouTube video on it. And it had this shape right here. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. It had this shape, and I can't remember the name of the movie. I'm on my one laptop. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Just want to show y'all that. Hold on,
I know if I was on my big computer.
let me play that right here. Play it right here. Play it right here. You didn't know that was about you, did it? You didn't know that was about you, did it? And versus robots. Android. Non-playable characters. Mm-hmm.
12 tribes of Israel and the Saiyans. But before we even get started into that, washing of things, making the so-called white man, which is really Esau and the Edomites, and really you can apply this to any other heathen nation as well, to be superior from those of the 12 tribes of Israel. But as we know, we're going to look at this, that that's not necessarily the case, and that is false.
We already here. We already here. We already here.
A little backstory for those who aren't too familiar with the show. The planet Vegeta is exactly what it sounds like. That's the home of the Saiyans, right? But as we see in the clip, you know, you got Frieza coming in and essentially taking over the land via ship, right? So this is really a play on to us of the 12 tribes, specifically the Negroes who were brought over here to Babylon, aka America, via slave ships on boats from Africa. Because once again, another thing too, we're not Africans. We're Hebrew Israelites, right? So we were brought over from Africa on ships by the Edomites. So in this case, the Saiyans are representing us, and the Frieza Force is representing the Edomites.
Robot, Android. Hold on, this ain't the one I wanted to play. This ain't the one I wanted to play. Hold on. Bear with me. Hold on. You get the goddamn picture. Hold on. Let me see, can I find it? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Nah, I'm gonna play that. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, let me put this in. This ain't right here. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on. Hold on, bear with me. just gonna play them right here. We're gonna play them right here. Let me play that right here. Let me play that right here. Son, yes, that's it. Come on now. He done put the goddamn great solar flash on a bitch. He done put a solar flare on the bitch. What is you talking about? What is you talking about? Oh, what is y'all talking about? Oh, look. We can goddamn go through the war. All the solar flares, goddamn solar flashes through the motherfucker. Hold on, let me play that right here. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, let me play that right here. Yeah, let me play it. Let me play that right here. Hold on, bear with me. They talking about your ass, the extraterrestrial. Hold on. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Let me play this shit right here. Hold up. Hold on, the Android do what they want to do, y'all. Hold on. Hold up. Bear with me, hold on. I don't know if I saved it or shared it. Hold up. Hold on, let me see. I think I shared it. Now, they tell you that oxygen is poison. Hold on, I shared it. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Wait. Hold on, bear with me. Well, I might have saved it on Instagram. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, got to be on Instagram then. I think it's on Instagram. Hold on. Bear with me. I thought it was on. I thought I shared it. Hold on. I thought I shared the motherfucker on Facebook. Hold on. Hold on, bear with me. Pardon me. Hold on, I apologize. Bear with me. I think I did on Facebook. Yeah. That shit was on Facebook. I'm gonna play it though.
We wanted this. Before physics was the metaphysics. Before the metaphysics was the astronomy. Before the astronomy was the astrology. All of this is in you. Whether you know it or not, those Akashic records they talk about, that's not an actual library with books in it. That's in here. In your DNA, in the blood. Those little black dots. I don't know the scientific name for it, but it's in your blood. It's information that you collected life cycle to life cycle. But see, a lot of us are not ready for this information. We want to stay in the Jesus programming. We hope Jesus gonna fly down one day and just stop all this, but he's not. You know why? Because he don't exist. And they got the idea of Jesus from your black ass. Okay? They took what your ancestors taught them, hid it from you, and now they're using it to manipulate you. Steal your children, steal your identity. That's the whole secret to the secret, is that they are stealing your spirit, stealing your energy, using you to fuel themselves. Their own existence, they don't even belong here. They are technically a recessive gene. Without spiritual, people are immortal. They don't want you to know that. They want you to go to school and learn a little bit of bullshit. The kids ain't even learning cursive writing no more. Why? Penmanship is the end all be all to existence. If you don't know how to write, you can't do nothing. Where do you think the first book came from? Somebody's mind. And guess how they got those thoughts? Through meditation, from the cosmos. How you think? Why you think they can't figure out how they built the pyramids? Why they so indestructible? That's metaphysics. That's what they not giving us. But guess what? We taking it back. Because there's an awakening in the mist. Tonight is a full moon. Meditate in it. Cleanse yourself of that negative energy. Stop watching that television. Turn that radio off. Stop eating these genetically modified organisms that they got for your ass to transmutate into what they want you to be, which is nothing.
They
Okay, because that's what they are, and they know that, and that's why they need you to be where they at, so they can try to figure you out, but they not never gonna do it. Watch that movie Interstellar. It tells you how they have an expiration date. If we're not here, the earth will naturally cleanse itself of its parasites. Who are immortal. They don't want you without spirituality, we won't exist. Talk that talk. Before physics was the metaphysics. Before the metaphysics was the astronomy. Before the astronomy was the astrology. All of this is in you. Whether you know it or not, those Akashic records they talk about, that's not an actual library with books in it. That's in here. In your DNA, in the blood, those little black dots. I don't know the scientific name for it, but it's in your blood. It's information that you collected life cycle to life cycle. But see, a lot of us are not ready for this information. We want to stay in the Jesus programming. We hope Jesus gonna fly down one day and just stop all this, but he's not. You know why? Because he don't exist. And they got the idea of Jesus from your black ass. Okay? They took what your ancestors taught them, hid it from you, and now they're using it to manipulate you. Steal your children, steal your identity. That's the whole secret to the secret, is that they are stealing your spirit, stealing your energy, using you to fuel themselves. Their own existence, they don't even belong here. They are technically a recessive gene.
GMO.
People are immortal. They don't want you to know that. They want you to go to school and learn a little bit of bullshit. The kids ain't even learning cursive writing no more. Why? Penmanship is the end all be all to existence. If you don't know how to write, you can't do nothing. Where do you think the first book came from? Somebody's mind. And guess how they got those thoughts? Through meditation, from the cosmos. How you think? Why you think they can't figure out how they built the pyramids? Why they so indestructible? That's metaphysics. That's what they not giving us. But guess what? We taking it back. Because there's an awakening in the mist. Tonight is a full moon. Meditate in it. Cleanse yourself of that negative energy. Stop watching that television. Turn that radio off. Stop eating these genetically modified organisms that they got for your ass to transmutate into what they want you to be, which is nothing. Okay, because that's what they are, and they know that, and that's why they need you to be where they at, so they can try to figure you out, but they not never gonna do it. Watch that movie Interstellar. It tells you how they have an expiration date. If we're not here, the earth will naturally cleanse itself of its parasites. Who are
That's what's going on right now. Hold on, let me see. Can I got down? Well, I had that damn video with. Hold on, bear with me. Where that damn video with? I think Facebook. Hold on, let me see. Can I find it one more time, y'all? Did I save it? Hold on, let me see. Did I save it in my own gallery? Hold on, let me see. Did I save that motherfucker? Hold on. Let me see. Did I save it? Where the fuck I saved that video at? Let me see if I. Let me try Facebook again. Hold on, bear with me. I gotta play that again. Hold on. Make sure it ain't up here. Hold up. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. No.
play that right here. See what this is. I'm gonna play these videos again while I find it.
Okay, so they moved up the timeline first from 2030 to 2025, and what they wanted is any natural born humans created in the divine image of God, natural, would have to be depopulated by 2025.
That's about you.
And they are pretty on target. I do not believe, given my faith, I believe that there will be a remnant, but they are going to make great strides, and they are bringing on the new humans. The new humans began coming forth from the vaccinated parents, and soon they won't even use a human to gestate. Everything, according to the United Nations mandate, there can be nothing from nature, not even reproduction. So that will have to be done in a laboratory. That's why we're seeing things like artificial wombs and that type of thing. Yes. The World Economic Forum said in the third week of January 2021 that they were going to put the platforms, which is like the Moderna, the mRNA, and various other platforms, into the entire food supply by the end of 2021. In December, they came out and said that that had been accomplished. So the only time that you're not getting those platforms is if you grow something that's heirloom organic on your own property. And even then, it's going to have some synthetic biology and nanoparticles from the air and also the water.
Because it is so deep, it can take forever. Okay, so as you can see, this topic is a very hot topic on social media. And I'm going to get on it because I'm going to break a few things down that people are not talking about. Now, Russia's real name is Tartaria. And the reason why is because Russia is on the land
It's all
of
over.
the Tartaria
Tartaria is all over.
When they invaded Tartaria, they ended up calling it Russia after the invasion. Now, who is the Tartarians? They are the Titans. Who is the Titans? Every black and brown person you see globally, they are the primordial beings, the Netta. Now, as you can see, Russia just opened up their cellar that had books of black people. As you can see, they're behind closed doors worshiping who? You. While they got you looking outside of yourself, worshiping some white man. Y'all need to understand this is bigger than what you think. Russia is sitting on tons of knowledge, tons of books that comes from the Tartarian civilization, which is our ancient civilization. Everybody that you see in these books is all black. You don't see a blue-eyed person in sight. See, they know who you are. That's why they worship you behind closed doors. But they got you looking outside of yourself, keeping you confused and in a state of confusion, looking for some savior when you are the Christ, the anointed one. We're talking about a bloodline of primordial beings. Every black and brown person you see that is in this entire realm are the anointed ones. They are the Christ. And these people know that. We were considered the sacrificial lamb. They sacrificed our civilizations, our people, in order for their kind to live in this realm and to survive. They made our heaven into a hell and made our heaven their heaven. We was the ones, the Christ, that they had to sacrifice. Who do you think they hung on trees? In the Old Testament, it tells you that they were hung on trees. It wasn't a cross, it was a tree. But in the New Testament, they say, now who is the Tartarians? They are the Titans. Who is the Titans? Every black and brown person you see globally, they are the primordial beings, the Netta. Now, as you can see, Russia just opened up their cellar that had books of black people. As you can see, they're behind closed doors worshiping who? You. While they got you looking outside of yourself, worshiping some white man. Y'all need to understand this is bigger than what you think. Russia is sitting on tons of knowledge, tons of books that comes from the Tartarian civilization, which is our ancient civilization. Everybody that you see in these books is all black. You don't see a blue-eyed person in sight. See, they know who you are. That's why they worship you behind closed doors. But they got you looking outside of yourself, keeping you confused and in a state of confusion, looking for some savior when you are the Christ, the anointed one. We're talking about a bloodline of primordial beings. Every black and brown person you see that is in this entire realm are the anointed ones. They are the Christ. And these people know that. We were considered the sacrificial lamb. They sacrificed our civilizations, our people, in order for their kind to live in this realm and to survive. They made our heaven into a hell and made our heaven their heaven. We was the ones, the Christ, that they had to sacrifice. Who do you think they hung on trees? In the Old Testament, it tells you that they were hung on trees. It wasn't a cross, it was a tree. But in the New Testament, they say that it was a cross. It was your ancestors who died on the tree that they call the cross, that they hung on the cross, hung on the trees. Our people was the sacrificial lamb because they had to sacrifice us in order for them to survive in our realm. I need y'all to understand this is deeper than you will ever know. And the reason why all of this information is starting to come out is because we are in revelation. Revelation just means revealing what's hidden. So everything that is hidden is coming to the front. Ain't nothing gonna be left hidden. The truth will prevail. And it's coming out. Just
My bad, y'all. Hold on. Let me go to that next one. My bad.
Base. Cigar-shaped ship appeared over the Air Force Base. These cigar-shaped ships were over a mile in length. One of them landed the airport landing strip area. When it touched the ground, it created an earthquake like about a 3.5 It terrified everybody in the area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at the Air Force Base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship, and this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5". These tight-fitting black leather outfits on, and the weapons that they came out of the ship with, they were huge weapons. And if you've ever seen a a race of people that were conquerors that had never been conquered. They've got this look about them of arrogance. That is exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at the this American Air Force Base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had controlled a large portion of the galaxy that we live in. And this was the statement that Ronald Reagan was making to the United Nations when he said that if all the countries on the planet realized that there was a threat from outer space and from an alien civilization, we would all come together, but he was not allowed to make this statement. What I tell you is true.
Hey, I'm telling you, look.
Damn, man, I can't find them. Play that right here.
Universe, and they can take on any form they wish. When they take on human form, they appear as olive green to blue-black. Osiris has green skin and Ptah. They are the Neterus. They are from the 8th planet, Riz, and they stand 5 to 7 feet tall. They have no reptilian bread inside of them. They can be disagreeable or agreeable, but their responsibility is providing for the universe and keeping it in order. There are 99 Neterus. When you look on the periodic table chart of elements, 99 of those elements are responsible for the creation of all universes. These forces are called Nine Ether. They created life in the waters first. They were called Ogdoads. The Neterus are the parents of the Egyptians and the Sumerians and all other cultures. They are responsible for building the pyramids. The 99 attributes of Allah are the 99 elements, which are the 99 Neterus. They came from Orion and Sirius star constellation, but their original home planet is called Rizq in the 19th galaxy. When they came to Earth, they went inside of the waters, and they were called Ogdoads. When they came onto land, they became known as the 9 Enneads, such as the Neterus are also called Etherians.
Damn, I wanted to show y'all this video. I can't find the motherfucker. Damn, I can't believe I ain't got that motherfucker. I can't believe it. Somebody right here. I'm gonna go to the right here. I'm gonna go to the right here. Oh shit. Wrong shit. Go there right now. Go there right now. Go there right now. They love to throw subliminals at us. Sharon and the 7 Dragon Balls are actually representing Kundalini energy and the 7 chakras. You can't make it up. You can't make this shit up. For real. Lord. Let me see if I can pull something else. Pull something else up. See if I can pull something else up. Hold on. Then let me see what we get. Hold on, bear with me. Wish I could find that fucking video. I played it in my one of the last videos. I can't remember what video I did it in though. Hold on. Let me go back. Bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Let me see. Can we find it? Hold on. God damn, I'm gonna have to find it later. Hell, I have to find it later. Hell, let's move on. Let's move right along here. Let's move right along. Move right along. Hold on, bear with me. Scrolling down. I go right here. Did I do that one already? Come on, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on.
But first, over here at the homepage of the website, awesome photos sent in by S. Jacobs out of South Carolina. He took this photo in Tennessee behind the very thick wildfire smoke. Checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. No major Earth-directed solar flares in the last 72 hours. Looking at the Earth-facing side of the sun, all quiet for the time being, but that is definitely subject to change as we're to the nighttime sky. And right now I'm calling them lights because that's what they look like in this video, and they're very high speed. Video goes back to August 29th of 2020. Video footage was taken at 12:22 a.m. just after midnight when she noticed these white orbs over here. At least they look like orbs, very bright lights in the nighttime sky. And watch over here on the left-hand side of the field of view. You're going to see two more objects right there enter the field of view, bright lights from this vantage point, and they're moving at a very high rate of speed. They're going directly at each other. They narrowly miss each other, and watch how quickly they turn around and come back towards each other again. Look at that. 1001, 1002, 2 seconds, and they're going back in the opposite direction, narrowly missing each other again. Very.
Oh, shit. That's the government. That's the motherfucking government. Did we see this the other day? I'm playing this. I don't know. We seen this. Hold on. Make sure. I think we did. Hold on. Let me see. No, we ain't see that. Hold up. I don't think so.
Also in this video, I've got a couple of videos I want to share with you guys. In fact, we're going to get to them right now of the split sky phenomenon. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this or not. The first video was submitted by Scott from right out here in Arizona, and the beam spans across the sky from horizon to horizon. I've seen that once myself, and that's known as crepuscular rays. And if they show up on both horizons, like they did in this video here, you've got anti-crepuscular rays, and then the other side is crepuscular. So it is a phenomena that happens every once in a while. It's not anything nefarious, but it is Edited. Photos here by Kimberly out of Yonkers, New York, out of Germantown, Maryland, where the sun looked like a version of Jupiter. Thanks for the photos, guys. Really appreciate 2nd of 2023. And this video footage was submitted by Paul. And what drew his attention to this video footage from the GOES 16 satellite was over 20 wildfires that appeared to start at around the same time. I'm going to start the loop over again right here, and you don't see any wildfires. I'm going to step it forward and fast forward. The loop is 4.5 hours long, and you can see all of those wildfires developed in a time frame of less than 5 hours, and there's over 20 wildfires in that area. So it does make you wonder how so many wildfires started at nearly the same exact time. If you saw 1 or 2 on here, you probably wouldn't think too much of it, but there's over 20 wildfires.
Stop there. Hold on. Why don't it get through? Oh, shit.
From New Mexico, looking up through the night sky, they saw the Starlink satellite train going above their location. And in the video, as you're going to see, the Starlink appeared to be red, white, and blue. And the only thing that I can come up with is the wildfire smoke was influencing the normally white light that you saw just a few days ago. And you're going to see a white object in the daytime sky. And he's going to show you that this is the only thing like it. That's what he's doing now. He's panning around the rest of the sky, showing that there's nothing else in the sky that looks like this thing that's situated right over here that remains stationary, doesn't move. I'm going to zoom in on this thing, whatever it may be. And I know from here, it looks like a little cloud, right? Well, it's not a cloud. It's got some sort of a vapor trail, a persistent vapor trail coming out of the back side of this thing. That would be the left-hand side. I'm assuming that's the back. I don't know. It's kind of at an angle in the sky, as you'll see here in a minute when we zoom in. Again, this is not a cloud. It remains in the same shape. As you're going to see here in just a moment, there's another white object that appears behind this white thing, whatever it may be. I don't claim to know what it is, but it definitely piqued his curiosity, as it didn't look like a typical cloud sitting over there. Looks like something hovering in the sky with a vapor cloud around it, but it doesn't necessarily look like a typical cloud. It's not changing shape. It's not drifting through the sky. It remains in this location for an extended period of time. So what I'm going to do here is fast forward this just a little bit. This object stays in the same place. It doesn't move side to side. It doesn't go up or down. It changes shape just a little bit, like some of the vapor wraps around this thing, and it turns into what looks like a cylinder over here in the sky. Truly bizarre. And as you're going to see here in just a minute, there's a white object that appears out of nowhere and stops right behind this thing, whatever it may be. Here it goes. Watch. You're going to see a white object just come out of nowhere right behind this thing that's starting to look like a cylinder in the daytime sky. Definitely piqued his curiosity to take a very long video. Right there it is. See it? Some sort of an object behind the white cylinder looking object. And right here, I modified the original come out of nowhere right behind this thing that's starting to look like a cylinder in the daytime sky. Definitely piqued his curiosity to take a very long.
See anything different? He said something about that orb right here. Pulling up behind it. You see anything different? He probably ain't gonna say nothing about it. He probably ain't gonna say nothing about it. This, we look at this, and we look at this. Look, he talk about that right now, though, did he? He talk about that right here, did it? It came in the view. He ain't talk about that right there that came in the view. You could tell when it's the government. Because the government ain't putting shit like this on the news. The government ain't putting shit like this on the news. The government ain't putting goddamn black extraterrestrials on the news. They ain't putting shape-shifting UFO cloud cloaking technology on the news. They putting their big ass shit that they so-called use with reverse engineering.
video. Right there it is. See it? Some sort of an object behind the white cylinder looking object. And right here, I modified the original video, or at least part of it. And you can see that object right there stop behind what looks like a cylinder now over there in the sky. See it? Looks like a cylinder. Here I zoom in really tight, and you can see a continual vapor trail behind this thing. Really weird object over here. I'm zoomed in super tight right now, as close as I could get. You're going to see a black object here in just a second that's shaped like a square, stop right in front of it. I don't think this was a bird because it only appeared in one frame. I saw birds flying in the field of view, and they were in multiple frames. That was the only time that thing appeared in the field of view. And there it disappeared. It looked like a rectangle in the sky. And we saw a white one behind it just about a minute ago. And then that dark one appeared in the front of it. Notice how it's keeping the same shape. It looks like a cylinder. At times, you can see color coming off this thing. There you can see green and red, a little bit of blue. You can kind of see that vapor trail coming off the backside of this thing, whatever it may be. And there's a black object there. That could have been a bird, but again, it was only in one frame. And we're getting towards the end of the video, and this object is still in the same place. It didn't move the entire time. I don't know how long he watched this thing, but the video was, I think, over 3 minutes long. I condensed it just a little bit, but it's still there, and it still has that vapor trail that's coming off the backside of it, whatever it may have been, going from southern Alberta to eastern Idaho. And this video was sent in by Molly Drake. You can find the original video linked down below in the description box that she shared with me. This camera detected some sort of a white object in the daytime sky, not far from the object that you just saw. I mean, probably within a few hundred miles of each other. And here it is. It's not an airplane, because if it were an airplane, you'd easily be able to tell. It would be blinking, and it would be moving a lot faster than what this thing is. This looks like a solid white light moving through the sky, and it's moving pretty slow. I left it at the original speed. There's two segments. There's this segment here, and then the second segment where I zoom in on it really tight, looking for any possible features or anything like that. There it disappeared out of the field of view, and here I zoom in, and it's still the same speed, but you don't see anything different. In fact, the only thing you do see that does look different, it almost looks like at times that it's tumbling through the sky. It doesn't look like an airplane or a helicopter or anything like that. That's a pretty good size light, whatever, again, it may be. Don't claim to know what it is. From this part of the world up here in southern Alberta, a sky square. If I called it anything else, it wouldn't be what it is. That's what this photo is showing us out of Medicine Hat, Alberta. Photos sent in by Mike. He shared two photos of this square in the sky. The photos are from June of 2023, just a few days ago. Look at that. Perfect 90-degree angles in the daytime sky clouds. And when you look at this, you ask yourself, how does that happen? I mean, the clouds around it all look natural. They all look like normal daytime clouds.
Yeah, you see that goddamn object sitting up there. You see that goddamn object sitting up there. I guess y'all gonna tell me this the goddamn government. I guess y'all gonna tell me this the goddamn government. You mean to tell me that goddamn creature that we just seen from Las Vegas will get off some shit like this ultra goddamn tech, you know what I'm saying? Ultra goddamn bewildering. Look at the 90-degree angle. You think a motherfucker will get off something with this intelligence and get off looking like that? Okay. Alrighty then. How long did I play this one? Let's see if I played though. Goddamn psyop, man. Big ass movie going on. Big ass goddamn movie going on. Big ass goddamn movie going on. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, big ass movie going on. When in actuality, we the ones that goddamn upgrade. We the ones that goddamn upgrade. We controlling the goddamn weather more than they controlling the goddamn weather. We controlling the goddamn weather more than they controlling the goddamn weather. Hold on. Trying to see something. But did I had that goddamn video with, man? I don't know where the fuck I had that video at. Hold on. Hold on, what we on right here? Let me play this. Hold on. Hold on, cause that damn video gonna irk me. Hold on. Finding that goddamn video gonna irk me. Hold on. It's on the tip of my goddamn tongue somewhere. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on, bear with me, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It gonna irk my nerve. Okay, I got it saved. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up, bear with me. Where the fuck did I see that shit at? Hold on, let me go see if I can find them. Hold on, bear with me, y'all. Hold on, I'm finna play the video. Hold on, bear with me. Let me see where I found that shit at. I think I know what video it was. I think it would do. Hold on, bear with me, y'all. You know what? I'm gonna play the video while we at. Hold on.
A great event is upon us. Dear ones, I am glad to announce to you that, as confirmed by our beloved Galactic Federation, major events will occur soon that will change humanity's fate. For many years now, I have been receiving messages from our Galactic Federation on subjects related to personal growth and consciousness expansion. Recently, these messages have become more frequent and more urgent. There is something very important coming soon that you need to know about. The solar flash is a flash of light from our central sun, Alcyone. The flash will awaken people to their true nature. It will trigger a spontaneous mass awakening on Earth. People all over the planet will realize that we are all one and that we are here on the planet to experience unconditional love. The soul is eternal and we are all one consciousness. After this major event, the human race will begin to transcend its current limitations and begin a new phase of evolution. The veil will lift, and all secrets that were kept from humanity will be revealed. We don't need to know them because we will intuitively know everything we ever wanted to know. The solar flash is not just a physical light that will be emitted by our sun. It is a light that will carry extremely high frequencies that are able to penetrate the human body and bring the DNA back to its original state. It will also have an effect on Mother Earth and all life on her surface. This cosmic event will trigger an oral cleansing and healing process. The ozone layer will start healing itself, and people will be able to breathe much cleaner air again. The event is already underway and has been for some time now. As Mother Earth continues to move closer towards the galactic core, she is being hit with more and more high-frequency energy waves coming from the sun that are breaking down old structures in order to make way for new ones. When the energy from Alcyone is strong enough to penetrate through the veil that has been isolating us from our source for so long, the solar flash will occur. This big event has finally arrived. At this moment, the veil will be lifted, and we will be able to see how everything is interconnected within this universe. We will see clearly how every thought we have affects our reality and everyone around us. This event will be very much like the end of a dark night when it becomes light again, and we realize that everything is all right, that we were dreaming, and that nothing bad really happened. We will wake up to find ourselves in a better place with more options available. I do not know if this can be described as utopian, but it is certainly better than what we have now. This solar flash is not the end of the world as some think, but an opportunity for us to transform into a new form of existence and open up interdimensional portals in our minds, beyond my understanding, better than they have ever felt before. What will happen next is beyond our wildest dreams. People are going to start having flashbacks to their past lives. They will remember everything they have done in their past lives. They will remember everyone that they have ever hurt or been hurt by. This is going to cause a huge shift in consciousness on Earth. People are not going to want to hurt each other anymore because they know how much it hurts them inside. Our consciousness will greatly expand as we move through the photon belt solar energies. This energy is already affecting us, and it's causing many people to wake up to the truth of who they really are. Many people have profound spiritual experiences, and they realize that they're not separate from each other or from God. This event will be an awakening for the individual and will change the world's consciousness. People will realize that we are all one. This will result in the abolishment of war. We will all finally understand why war is a futile action.
Hold on, goddammit, I ain't mean to click that. I want to click that. Hold on. Bear with me. Let's see. All right, hold on. Let me see. I found the video. Let me see what I seen it at. Hold on. Let me see what I seen to that. It's all right. Let's see if I can see it now. What is on? Look like Facebook. Yeah, I can't see it. 3, 4. Okay, and we already know there's nothing behind the sun. Here's another picture. Again, thank y'all for sending me these videos and these pictures. Look. Look me to the mirror. Look at this. Look at that. See, I've been telling y'all. Look at this. Hold on. I thought it was this. Hold on, let me see if I got that video. Hold on. I don't think I do. What the fuck I seen it on? Hold on, I can't remember what it's on. Let me show it though. Hold on, let me see if y'all are able to see it. Let me see. Hell no. Oh shit, hold on. Let me take this out right here. Now let me see, can y'all see it? Hold on, bear with me. Let me see. It's a little. Hold on, let me hit the light. Let me hit the light. See, can y'all see it now? Oh, hold on, I got that bad ass camera too. Hold on. Okay, hold on. It show a little bit. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see something right quick. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if I got it on my page now. Hold on. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Hold up, bear with me. Hold on, bear with me. Bam. Let me show you that. Here we go. Here we go. Just for you, reflection. Hold on.
Look at this, right? Now look at this. Look. So this is Nibiru, the destroyer. But we know it's not a destroyer. It is a destroyer of old worlds, 3D worlds. Now check this photo out, y'all. How many planetary bodies do you see here? Let's zoom in. How about now? How many? I count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we already know there's nothing behind the sun. Here's another picture. Again, thank y'all for sending me these videos and these pictures. Look. The wings of Nibiru. Look at this. Look at that. It's just dancing. But you can clearly see this is multiple objects, one behind the other. This video right here takes the cake. Watch. See, I've been telling y'all, this is why they make y'all update your phones. They block your camera from seeing certain things. Look at this. Look at that. Look. Look at this. Look. This is some Dragon Ball Z shit right here. I've been telling y'all have no idea what your skies look like. We're subjugated to a dome. See, I told y'all, the sky is the biggest projector. And to stop you from looking at the biggest projector, they had to do a smoke screen on your ass. So you can't see what's behind that projector. See, this is some Dragon Ball Z shit. They've been always telling us about this. Wasn't this your favorite show growing up? Wasn't this your favorite show growing up? I know it was mine. Look at the Dragon Ball Z. Look at this. See, when they talk about Goku and Vegeta, they're talking about us, right? Because we are the Saiyans, Saiyan, Homo sapien, sapien. And you know they're talking about us because Goku and Vegeta's hair stands up. Our hair, our ether is the only hair that stands up. I'll do a live on this later. See, we got the 7 Dragon Balls, right? So now I'm mixing the 7 chakras. The 7 chakras. And now what does that look like? A sun, doesn't it? Right? The grand solar flash, look. The solar flash, the grand solar flash that's about to happen, that's going to happen. Look, when the 7 chakras as the 7 planets are aligned, this wakes up your godhood, your Kundalini energy. The dragon represents the Kundalini energy, where you can make a wish. My wish is to get out of here. Hold on, I got another one. Hold on. Hold up, bear with me.
We was up under the earth, and we came over the earth. That's when we took on the garb. 10 trillion years old. That's the garb of the body. Yeah, there we go. 10 trillion. That's how old our bodies is. Yeah. So you can't really put a time on when we came. Can't put no time on it. That's what I'm trying to say. So every time they find a body, they see that same aboriginal body is older than that one, older than that one, older than that one, right? Can't put no time on it. I'm good on the bond, Mo. You said what, Mo? So what we was, what our foremothers and forefathers was back then, without a shadow of doubt. So you telling me that what they did back then, that it's already been done. It's already been done. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. That was just a little demonstration from the Mobites, man. Welcome to the Mobite camp. Mo eating a little honey. How long? 10 trillion. That's how long that's how long we've been in these bodies. These bodies. Yeah. These physical bodies. When we was up under the earth and we came over the earth. That's when we took on the garb. 10 trillion years old. That's the garb of the body. Yeah.
They said the so-called Lucy was walking upright. Was walking upright. Hold on, let me play that before we get up out of here. Let me show that before we get out of here. This shit said Elon Musk who? Elon Musk who? Elon Musk who? We did this thousands and thousands. We created genetic modified organism. We created genetic modified people. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to get into that right though.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that right now. Hold on, let's see what it is. Oh shit! Hold on, let me play this. That's some goddamn new right there. Hold on, let me play one more video. Hold on, let me play one more. Let me play one more. Hold on, bear with me. Let me play one more. What is it?
From 1669. As you can see up here, Virginia and Florida, right? Let's see what kind of map this is. This is the map of the West Indies. Let me zoom in for you. So as y'all can see, Florida and Virginia was a part of the West Indies. We are all, majority of us are West Indian. We got Chesapeake Bay, that says our Powhatan, and we got Port-au-Prince of Haiti. We got Puerto Rico. I'm assuming that's Turks and Caicos. And we got the Yucatan. Now, I'm about to show y'all, like I said, we didn't come from no Africa. We were here, and we were Indians of the West, as you can see, and we call it that today, to this day, West Indies. First of all, shout out to Monty Muse, because he dropped this book in his last video, but this book proved my point in this video. Negro and the Negroid in the New World. The following is an approximately correct summary of the numbers and distribution of the Negroes and Negroids in the New World at the close of 1909. I don't see no African countries. What they're saying is they took us from down here and put us up here in the New World, United States. We did not all come from Africa. Peace and love, guys.
All right, let me go right here. Let me go right here.
And this has just been posted, literally. So what we're going to do right now is we're about to play this clip, though, so you can see what they're talking about. So here it is in this clip, the supposed clip where in the guy's backyard somehow there's some footage that comes out, and you see this creature in the background, right? This demon being, this alien being, or whatever you call it. And it looks up in a very strange way. Look at it very closely, though, and notice the movements of it. And there's something that just doesn't align up here. Why does it have a tail? The dude never described it having a tail. And secondly, there's something else going on. But first, though, before I show you what really blows this really out the picture, what do you think? Is this A, real, or B? First of all, you let PSYOP operation we're finna expose. Somebody says hoax. And other people say, oh yeah, well he had the Simpsons jacket on. I get that part, but anybody could wear some clothes that don't know what it means, especially a younger kid. Why was that video a fake? Because when you look at the dash cam footage, it was on what? 2023, 5/1. And then when you check here, what the heck is going on? Why would it be 2023, 5/26? So that is a complete fallacy, bull, crappity, slap the chicken and gravy and turkey necks off your biscuits and everything else, and slap all the potatoes with every piece of chicken and ham that you can. It's a lie. So that's another part of the PSYOP campaign. But I want you to get something else. The actual FBI operator was saying that there was a specific month, and we're sitting here in July. What is not July, but June. So I'm going to let you hear what he said about what's the PSYOP operation of the false demon invasion that's supposed to be coming. And then something really huge happened in this story where we didn't pay attention to it. And it's really about to bust open some more of this psyop in this story. But first, listen to what he says about this.
This is going on, and they're trying to gather their forces for what they're ultimately going to be doing, and that's the great fake alien invasion that's going to be against the nations, and that's the cabal's one of the cabal's final cards when their back is up against the wall, and they've got no other options because all the nukes have been taken away from them. That's what's happening now. The White Hats are taking the nukes away from them, and they are now getting to the point where they're going to have to speed up this alien invasion. Cliff High has said that he sees the full-on alien invasion coming by August of this year.
So that's literally 2 months from now. So it's very convenient that they would pull this out. And the expert came out, Nick Pope, saying that, hey, you know what? 2024 is going to be contact made. So don't you think in the comment section that this would be a very important operation for them to do this? It said, I'll be controversial and even give you the exact year when I believe confirmation of contact will be made, and that's 2024. And also, Nick Pope has recently come out in an interview that's what were they actually doing this day. So listen to what's basically being said just recently.
It just depends on who you are and what the lens is that you're looking at these things through.
So what about the notion that there was the police body cam that saw a streak of light going through the sky just minutes before the family called 911 saying this has just happened in our backyard, a crash, and multiple other witnesses in Vegas saying they saw that streak of light and heard a crash too? Does that lend credibility to what this family's reporting?
Yeah, it does. I don't think there's any doubt that they saw something. And you know, the American Meteor Society said that there had been multiple reports. I think you mentioned this in the intro, from California, Utah.
Okay, so something was being in California and stuff like that. This really right here is a critical, pivotal point here in this.
And now in a News Nation exclusive, David Grush, an Air Force veteran, former member of that task force, and veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, is formally blowing the whistle on secrets he says no one has ever shared publicly before.
You are one of the most.
And what does it say? I got the video clip for you right here, but read this. Mysterious creature has been sighted. On a good note, though. But before I do that, I want to pull you into this story.
We gonna get up out of here. You already know. Stay the fuck away from hate and stay on motherfucking medication, aviating, peace, love, light, and motherfucking darkness, positive motherfucking vibrations as we tear down this